Yeah, this all I'm gonna say. The fucking Cavaliers fucking suck. They suck ass. Really, they really fucking suck. Now I live in Cincinnati, you know what I mean? You know I'm cursed with having Fox Sports Ohio where they can show fucking Cavaliers games. I mean, I get so fucking sick of the national media talking about the state of Ohio, the state of LeBron James spurring the state of Ohio. You know what? He didn't spurn the state of Ohio. He spurned fucking Northeast Ohio. He didn't spurn the whole state of Ohio. So quit saying that. You know, most of Cincinnati, we LeBron James fans. You know, you call it dick ride, you call it bandwagon hopping, you can call it what it is, but we don't have a fucking NBA team. And people might laugh and say, ah, they don't have an NBA team. Ah. But we root for players, and that's what the majority of the United States do. You know, because it's only 32 NBA cities. NBA 32 NBA markets. So we don't, root for one particular team just because they in a state. You know, we root for players. It's a player-driven league. You know, and I get so fucking sick of of the national media trying to portray LeBron James as a fucking villain in Ohio, which he isn't. You know, you go from Columbus on down there, nobody gives a shit. You know, it was his own decision. Now, I will say the way he went about it, it was arrogant. You know, I wouldn't have went about it. July 10th, I'm think to myself, no, he ain't go on national TV and slap Cleveland in the face, and he did. And I will be the first to admit, that was I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have did it like that. But it is what it is. And I hate Cleveland sports fans who think, well, we had a good team when he was here. He could have won a championship when he was here. No, the fuck he couldn't have. He couldn't have won a championship there. Your team fucking sucked. I mean, Mo Williams. Mo Williams got shut down by Ray for Austin. Skip to my little. Got shut down by Ray John Rondo. That dude is a backup point guard on championship teams. Let's keep it real. Jameson is old as dirt. Shaq was old as dirt. Big Z was old as dirt. I mean, look at this score. Let's be real here now. Let's be real. This team fucking sucks. They lost 24 in a row. 24 in a row. And then the Cleveland fans say, well, we want the first round. We want the first draft pick in the NBA. I mean, that's what you really, Cleveland, stay classy, Cleveland. That's what you've been reduced to. Well, we gonna get the first pick in the draft. Well, first of all, you might not get the first pick in the draft because at the end of the day, the last person that finished last in the East that got the first pick in the draft, that was the Orlando Magic, and they got Dwight Howard. And I don't see no Dwight Howard's LeBron James is walking through that door. You look at this year draft class, you got Jared Sullinger. He's a beast. Don't get me wrong, he's a beast. But he's an average player in the NBA. You look at John Wall last year. John Wall, number one pick. Where's Washington? They suck. They absolutely suck. Blake Griffin, that's my guy. I love him. But at the end of the day, the Clippers still suck. They suck. You know, and you're not gonna be able to retain free agents, and you're not gonna be able to recruit free agents to come to Cleveland because of what Dan Gilbert did. What he did was fucking idiotic. I mean, that letter. I mean, that was offensive to me. I don't agree with what Jesse Jackson said when he said, "Well, it was akin to slavery." I don't agree with that. Because a guy who making 120 million, I mean, was slave back in the day was making 120 million. But I agree with the context because Dan Gilbert expected him to stay just because he was from that area. He wasn't from Cleveland. Let's get that off the map right now. He wasn't from Cleveland. He was from Akron. That's like saying the person from Dayton is from Cincinnati. It's two, even though we close, it's two different cities. You know, Cincinnati folks look down on Dayton. Dayton folks hate us. I remember when I was playing a Pee Wee football game when I played for the Western AA Wildcats. And we went to Dayton. We played Dayton Flames, and you had grown men throwing rocks at our bus. So let's get that out the way right now. Akron is not Cleveland, but I understand where you're coming from. But you can't blame a man for making his decision to leave. You know, if I had the opportunity, if my boss said, we you got a better opportunity to live in Los Angeles, to work with your friends, and to advance your career versus staying where you staying at right now in your own city. You know, working your ass off. You know, like a slave. You know, not meaning in that context. You know, please don't get me wrong. Not meaning in that context, but working your ass off, basically putting the company on your back and making me richer, and and yeah, it's no decision. You know, Cincinnati, you know, coast, small town. You know, my family here, but versus LA, you got Hollywood, Rodeo Drive, and I can move up faster and they can achieve my lifelong goals. Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. I understand what Cleveland fans going through. I don't understand the national media obsession, the hate LeBron thing. I don't understand, you know, a lot of Cleveland fans hating this man. I really don't, because your fucking team sucks. And you lost 24 in a row. It's going on 25. It's fucking going on 25. Your fucking team, so you had no, LeBron James had no help. Now, I do agree with you. He did quit. He did quit in game six. He mentally checked out. He didn't quit in the sense of, you know, well, I got money on this game, I'm gonna quit. He didn't do that. But he looked at his team like Mo Williams shitty. Jay fucking very shallow, just an energy player. Shaq old as fuck. You know, Jameson garbage. He old as fuck. You know, Boobie Gibson garbage. And he looked around and said, I can't win with the squad. You know, Kobe didn't win until Gasol got there. He didn't win. He was talking about he wanted to trade. He'd go to the Clippers. You know, Jordan, when he retired, Scottie Pippen still took him to Game 6 of the second round. You know, I mean, he had no help. You know, you got Shaq. I mean, you had Larry, you had McHale, you had Paris, you had Magic, you had fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You had Byron Scott. I mean, you had Kareem. You had Kenny the Jet Smith. You had, I mean, Clyde the Glide Drexler. I mean, Tim Dunkley. He had the Admiral, David Robinson. Then he had fucking Ginobili and Tim Parker. Tony Parker, I mean. Fucking got his name wrong, my fault. Then you had Boston, the big three, KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, the truth. You had LeBron and LeBron. I mean, it was a joke. I mean, they failed. They didn't want to trade. They didn't want to trade Hickson for Amari Stoudemire. That's where they went wrong at. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Hickson for Amari Stoudemire. Be real. Be real. I mean, I get mad at LeBron sometimes, but I think he need to play more angry. You know, I really do think that if he play angry, nobody can stop him. Nobody. But fuck, fuck the Cavaliers. They shitty. I had to look at them every single night. I look at them every single night to see them lose. And that's just honesty. You know, they shitty. That team was shitty. The front office fucked up. Dan Gilbert fucked up. You know, the management is fucked up, and that's what it is. And I just feel sorry for their fans in Cleveland because they do come out and support their team. They do. Nobody can doubt that. They come out and they support their team. If it's proven a point, I don't know. We gonna see next year. You know, but that team is shitty, man. I mean, I just wish Cleveland fans with the way he did it was shitty. I mean, I wasn't a fan of that. You know, I understand he's raising money, but you know, I wasn't a fan of that. But let's keep it realistic. Cleveland fans is gonna be mad anyway if he left. So let's not just preference it as oh he left. He left. This is the way he left. That's why you mad. That's not the way. This as soon as he left, championship hopes went down the drain. Keep it realistic, you know. And Kobe my guy, but Kobe getting old. Gasol play softer than wet toilet tissue. This team got a legitimate chance to win. I don't think they gonna win. I think it's gonna be Boston, LA, all over again. That's just my opinion. And I'm a LeBron James fan. I'm gonna admit that. But that's just what it is. I realize that, because Big Z is a liability in those series, but the Cleveland, you had 7 years. You couldn't get the pieces around him. Hey, don't give me this bullshit about how you won 66 games. You won 66 games because of LeBron James. You haven't won nothing since. You fucking set the historic mark in losses without LeBron James. And don't give me this crap about Big Z was gone. Big Z isn't that big of a fucking piece to where you go from historic losing to fucking on top of the world. He wasn't. Shaq wasn't there the year before when y'all won 66 games. Y'all won less games with Shaq than y'all did with the Shaq. So don't give me that BS about, well, we didn't have Shaq, we didn't have Big Z. That's total baloney. It's baloney. LeBron James was the Cavaliers. He took that franchise from being worth $450 million to $200 million. Franchise on legs. Basically, that's what he was. And I understand Dan Gilbert anger, but he did it in a totally unprofessional way. And you can say what you want to say about how he's Cleveland guy, but at the same time, y'all being hoodwinked, bamboozled, laid astray. The only reason he did that shit because he wanted the casinos built in Cleveland. Let's keep it all the way real. Let's keep it real. And Dan Gilbert, I would be mad as hell if I was an owner, but I would have handled it in a more professional manner because you a figurehead, you a head of the state, you gotta handle it in a better manner, And Dan Gilbert, how was that promise working out for you? I will win the championship for LeBron James. Was 77 to 77. Dallas, Cleveland, February 7, 2011. But Dallas bought though. Cleveland shitty. That's it. I'm out.